So f of x equals x cubed. G of x equals plus or minus a times plus or minus x minus h cubed plus k. First of all, does this look familiar? Hopefully, yes, okay. So here's my first question to you. You ready for your question? Yes, you are. I'll tell you this right now. The question I'm going to ask has like 8 right answers. I'm looking for a specific one and I'll help you get there. Is that fair? Yes? Okay. What is f of x? Like what type of function is f of x? What type of function is that? It's okay. It's allowed. We've been at break. Look at the lesson plan. What type? Yes, say it louder. It's a cubic function, isn't it? X to the third, isn't that a cubic function? Okay, it's a function, it's a cube, right? Um, and more specifically, isn't it the parent of a cube function? How do you know it's a parent function? It's not wrong. It's just not the answer we're going for. Is that fair? Okay. Why do you think it's a parent? It is y, right? I agree with that. F of x is y, but why is this a parent? What's true about a parent function? Yeah, it's where it starts, right? So is anything being added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided to the x cubed? Perfect. Thank you. Sit down. Who's next? Get back here. Do you notice g of x has 5 differences from f of x? And don't say that g is one of the differences.
Yes.
Okay? There are 5 other differences. Would you pick up one of the markers and draw an arrow to one of the differences? What are you going to draw an arrow to?
The K.
Okay, so draw an arrow to the K. It could be your choice. It's totally your choice. Where just draw an arrow to the K. Perfect. How is this K different from the parent function? What does the K cause the parent function to do? Is it being added or subtracted? Is it being multiplied? It's being added, right? Add or subtracted. What causes, like what kind of change from the parent does something being added or subtracted cause?
It causes it to shift.
It does, right? And since it's outside of the function, what kind of shift is caused?
I know this one.
I know you do.
Vertical shift.
Vertical shift. Would you write that, please? Thank you very much. Have a seat. Who's next? Thanks for volunteering. Come on. Do you see another difference from F?
Yes.
Would you draw an arrow to it?
Yeah.
What are you going to choose?
A.
A. Okay, perfect. Draw an arrow to A. It could be a long arrow or a short arrow. It could be a different color arrow. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Stop.
We don't make fun of each other's thumbs. That's not kind. Okay, so what's happening? What is A doing to the function? Say it. It's right. It's multiplying, right? It's multiplying. Okay. So if A is multiplying by to the function, is that causing a shift?
Yeah. No.
It's not. What if it's not a shift, what is it causing? Listen to them. They're saying the right words.
A stretch.
Or
Um.
a shrink, right? A stretch or a shrink. So where is the A compared to the function? Is it inside or outside? If it's outside, doesn't that cause a vertical change?
Yeah.
So would you please write vertical stretch or or shrink?
Vertical stretch.
Vertical stretch or shrink. Perfect.
I suppose stretch.
S-T-R-E-T-C-H. S-T-R-E-T-C-H.
Okay.
You got it. Or shrink.
Or shrink.
Yep.
Okay.
Depends. Remember, it depends on what the number is. If it's greater than 1, it's a stretch. If it's between 0 and 1, that's a shrink. Remember that? Perfect. Who's next? Come on. What are you going to choose? There's 3 more. 3 more differences. The H?
Yeah.
Perfect. Grab a marker, draw an arrow to the H. So how is that different? Like, what difference does that make from the parent? Where is it? Is it inside the function or outside? So if it's inside, is that a vertical change or a horizontal change? Here's a hint. Horizontal or vertical? Oh, it's H, so it's a horizontal change, right? Is it being added or subtracted, or is it being multiplied?
Subtracted.
So what kind of change does that cause?
Shift.
A shift. So would you please write horizontal shift? You keep going. T-A-L. Wait, did you write a V?
No.
Oh, no, that's a T. Okay, good job. Now, what's the most important part of the word that he just wrote? The F, right? You've got to remember your F in that word, don't you? Don't forget that, okay? Don't forget the F. It's a different word if you forget the F. You're okay. Thank you. Have a seat. Guys, there's not an F in horizontal. Okay. It was just a little math joke. Sorry if I confused you. Okay, who's next? Come on. There's 2 more, right? Which one do you want to choose? Oh, X is the same though, right? So you can't choose X. What's there here that's not here? Except for the G. There's 2 things exactly the same, right? So choose one of them. You're going to probably have to draw a long arrow, right? Or a sideways arrow or something. Okay. So she's choosing the first plus or minus. Does a plus change anything about this? No, right? But what does the minus change? It makes it negative, so it causes a, starts with an R, reflection. So go ahead and write reflection. But we also need to be more specific than that, don't we? The negative in front or outside of the function causes a reflection over. Perfect. Write it. Very good. Excellent. One more. Who's doing it? Come on. Good job. I didn't even have to volunteer anybody in here. You all volunteered. Good job. Okay, what's the last thing that's there? The other plus or minus, right? So you're going to have to draw a long arrow too. Are you okay with that? Okay. Draw you a long arrow to the other plus or minus. Now, oh, she even chose an up arrow. Good job. Being different, right? Now, where is this plus or minus compared to the other plus or minus? It's inside, right? So is it still going to cause a reflection? It's the plus or minus, right? The plus doesn't change anything, but it's when it's the minus that's causing a reflection. So if this is inside the function, what kind of reflection is it going to cause? Good guess. Right. Very good. Would you write it, please? So reflection over y-axis. Perfect. Perfect. That's relief bell, yeah. I know time flies when we're having fun. It is. Can I tell you a couple more things as you're packing up? Why did you teach this lesson today and not me? You already know this, right? This was a review. This is not new stuff. This was a review. What else could you use besides your notes from today? Your foldable, right? Your transformation foldable.